and welcome to the first episode of Continuity. I'm Kira.
And I'm Michael, and this is Continuity, where we tell you everything before, during, and after conventions.
Perhaps you should deactivate your emotion chip for now.
Good idea, sir.
Alright, so we're going to open the first show with the new Star Trek series, because we're both huge fans. Right?
Absolutely. Huge fans.
Okay, so alumni of Vegas, 4 years? 4 years running?
Since 2012, and I've loved every year.
Yeah, I went last year for the first time, and it was great. It was awesome. Great community, great panels. Not that I went to any, but they were supposedly great. And it's Vegas, so it's always a good time. So for the new Star Trek show, I'm worried because it's the same guy who does the movies, the new movies, and I didn't really like them as part of the Star Trek universe. I liked them on their own, sort of, kind of. But so I'm really hoping that the new TV show is not just all action and no plot and really young characters and sort of like a soap opera, drama, Vampire Diaries version of Star Trek.
So for me, I am definitely looking forward to the new Star Trek series. It's been a long time since Star Trek has been on proper television. Looking forward to it. I don't really have an opinion, good or bad at this point, because we haven't seen it.
That's
so
fair,
that's actually
fair.
pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Although a lot of people have already decided that they're upset about a lot of parts about it. That hasn't come out yet. So I'm definitely going to watch it. We'll be the judges, you be the judge. I think it'll be interesting. So one of the things that people have been talking about the new Star Trek series is the cost. And correct me if I'm wrong, is it $5.99?
Something about that. Yeah.
$5.99.
Around there.
So it's going to be $5.99 to access this CBS Online, which will allow you exclusive look into the television show. So that's been a little bit point of contention.
Yeah,
some people,
Facebook has been blowing up with it.
Yes, lots of comments, lots of opinions.
So one Starbucks coffee, half of your nails at a salon.
It is less than one Big Mac meal if you go for the large at McDonald's.
It's cheaper than a bobblehead.
It is less than 25% of a daily ticket using Groupon
Okay,
for
that
Star
one
Trek
was
Vegas.
Way too complicated. I finally caught up on Walking Dead.
Congratulations, by the way. And
It's been a while.
what she means by catching up on it is, when did you start watching it again?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. With what season?
3.
Okay. Great.
So I watched 3, 4. No, okay. I watched 4, 5, and then the new season 6. I got really into it. I was like, oh my god, zombies are everywhere. I need to protect myself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a side note. But I forgot what a great show it was. And I got really excited for season 6. And it was great up until the episode where... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm supposed to hold this up. Alright, so we're talking about Walking Dead. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen season 6, turn off the sound on your podcast now.
Immediately.
You have 2 seconds. 1, 2.
If you can only appreciate film or television based off a linear timeline of what happens next, this is probably really important to you.
Okay.
When the credits scroll, everything that those people contributed was nothing. Sorry, we'll just probably cut that out.
No, we won't, because that was
No.
brilliant. Season 6 was great, I thought, until Glenn died, or Glenn vanished. And then the past 2 episodes have sort of seemed like filler while they're trying to elongate that. And I'm sort of at this point, I'm like, I don't really care if he's dead or alive anymore, because you're taking too long. But the very last episode, Maggie is pregnant. And I was sort of like, why? Why would you make that choice? You know how to prevent getting pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
There's still birth control methods, whether they're using stuff or not, and that really surprised me. Very poor parenting already.
See, I'm gonna tell you what I think is happening behind the scenes.
Okay.
So what I think is happening is that Glenn actually knows that Maggie is pregnant, and he's never coming back because
He's a deadbeat dad already.
no,
in
he's
the zombie world.
not ready for no shorty. That's pretty much what it is. So I think that he didn't fake his death, but it's a pretty convenient way out of it.
Convenient? You call that convenient?
I'm just
There are definitely easier ways to go about it.
Okay, I'm
Having
probably
somebody land on
not.
top of you and get eaten.
I'm just going to suggest the possibility that Glenn already knew that Maggie was pregnant, and that this whole business of being underneath Nicholas's body or possibly hiding in a sewer or dumpster is just his way of avoiding fatherhood, and he's weighing out zombie apocalypse or being a dad. I think that's what he's
Your dad is
or
losing.
also being tied down to Maggie.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Right. That's also possible that Glenn's not into monogamy.
Oh, and I did want to point out when, what's her name, the leader? Deanna went after
Who
that guy with the glass bottle.
Was incredible.
Okay,
Just-
she gave it her all, I will say that.
Right.
But-
Effort
but-
and enthusiasm, 100%.
Yeah, but Rick never mentioned her to shoot for the head, aim
Right.
for the head. It's like, isn't that...
After several seasons, and at this point it must have been years living in the zombie apocalypse.
And he keeps saying, I'm going to train them, you guys don't know what you're doing. And yet he fails to mention that one crucial point. Maybe he secretly wants her to die.
Maybe she secretly wanted to die at that point.
No, she didn't.
I'm just happy that she returned the dill pickles back to the pantry. That was important.
You were really concerned about that, weren't you?
I thought there was a lot of dishonesty going on around that.
Yep.
I'm glad the pickles made it back to the pantry.
Coming up in Walking Dead, they're going to have the character of Negan, who is basically the governor times 100. And I'm excited for that because we need another strong villain to, but that you sort of love, but you hate, but it's hard to hate him because he's so charming. And so Negan's going to be awesome. And they got, what's his name? They got Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who is going to be awesome, I think, as Negan. So as long as they don't kill Daryl, I will still continue to like Walking Dead.
Tuesday Jack, the foaming cleanser.
I'll do Fallout 4. Can I talk about Fallout 4?
Sure.
Okay. So, in the video game world, Fallout 4 came out on November 9th, and I've spent the past couple days playing it. I've only gotten like 12 hours in, that's all I've had time to spare, but it's amazing so far, as I expected from the Bethesda team. I mean, there's a couple, so I'll go through. So the first, you get to create your own character, which is crucial for me. I love the character, like
So you can
creating my own character.
So, and just as a disclaimer, I don't know much about video games. The latest platform I have, you might be familiar with it. It's been out for a bit. PlayStation 2.
Yeah, he keeps asking me, so when is it coming
Right.
out on PlayStation 2?
I got that in
When is it coming out on
2003,
PlayStation 2?
so I am about
And it doesn't work anymore.
12. It still works. I'm 12 years behind on video game technology, so this is going to be very educational for me.
But so for the Fallout 4, they definitely upped the character creation. You start out as a married couple with a child. So
That is a terrible, terrible beginning.
I know. And
So
it's
wait,
like-
so what is the setting of Fallout?
Well, you're in the 1950s at the very beginning, and but technology has sort of developed to a point past what we have now. But you're in the 1950s.
Okay.
So I was a 1950s housewife. So it depends on if you're male or female. You get to pick, and you create your character, and they have lots of options. You can manipulate the face like you could in the last one. They have a lot more hair options as a girl. I really enjoyed that. And then you start, and the whole first half an hour is you wandering around the house, getting to know your husband and wife, getting to know your husband and your
Yes.
baby. You have like a little
Getting to know them after you've already married.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you have to because they want you to get attached to these characters because they're going to die pretty soon. So
This is a terrible game so far.
But I was like, okay, well, this is a great premise if you're a female of childbearing age or already married with kids. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, why do I have a baby? I don't want a baby. I
So
just
this
wanna
would not
wander
be
around.
a good
You
game
would
for
not.
me
You would not like this.
because I'm not a childbearing woman.
So you go through all that, and then you go in your vault like you did in the last one, and the gameplay. I like the gameplay, but actually, it's been a couple people. Most of the reviews have said they wanted better gunplay because the VAT system is a little off, and they thought it could be better. I thought the graphics could be better because if Mass Effect looks like it does coming from EA Games and BioWare, then Bethesda can definitely up their graphics game. They weren't bad, but they weren't as good as they could have been. It was so much, they've changed to be so much like Skyrim, which you also have no idea what I'm talking about.
No,
but
I
Skyrim
don't.
is my ultimate RPG open world game, and they made it so much like it's by the same company, but so the lock picking system is exactly the same as it is in Skyrim. They opened up the Fallout 4 world like they did in Skyrim, and you can build up settlements, which sounds really cool. I haven't been able to do it yet. Some people don't like it, but I'm excited to try it, and it reminds me of building a house in Skyrim, and the crafting benches are exactly like they are in Skyrim for your armor and your weapons and stuff, so it definitely developed that more than Fallout 3. So I'm looking forward to continuing to play it. And yeah, that was awesome. I did wish it had come out in a different week because Tomb Raider also came out on November 9th and got totally overshadowed by Fallout 4. Nobody cared about Tomb Raider once Fallout 4 came out. But I haven't even played Tomb Raider yet, so that'll be something for next week. But yeah.
What is the story in this particular Tomb Raider?
It's her first tomb raiding experience. That's
So
all
it's
I
like
know.
a flashback?
Well, the first Tomb Raider is her origin story.
Mhm.
So then this picks up as her first tomb raiding experience. That's all I know about it. I haven't read any reviews or anything because I don't want to spoil it for myself.
Okay.
So.
Although we actually have already spoiled a lot of stuff for you guys
Oh yeah,
already.
this should have been up for that entire Fallout 4 thing.
I don't care at all.
Bruce, you're supposed to be dead.
Sorry to disappoint.
What do you know something about?
So the Warcraft movie trailer, and what I can tell you guys about that is that it is on our talking points. And for more on that, we're gonna go to Kira.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to lie? I can lie.
It's about when the orcs' homeworld is getting, they have to leave their homeworld, so they have to go into the humans' world.
What we're talking about is a refugee story.
Oh my god. Yes, essentially, and obviously conflict comes out of that, right? Especially, yeah. But it's gonna be Travis Fimmel as Sir, and I might be pronouncing this wrong, Sir Anduin Lothar, and who is, which is why I'm really excited. He is Ragnar Lothbrok on Vikings, which is another favorite of mine on the History Channel, which I definitely recommend watching.
And you can also recognize him from the Deathly Hallows.
What?
Harry Potter.
Are you serious? Who was he? Thank God. I thought you were serious for a second and really contributing. Okay. The movie also stars Dominic Cooper, Paula Patton, and Ben Foster. And so check out that trailer on warcraftmovie.com.
Suicide Squad. DC Comics.
Yes.
Some new looks at some old characters.
Mhm.
A new take. It should be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, and it looks a little dark and more brooding than the normal DC, which is more exciting. So.
And it's also a lot more like life.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
So at the end of every episode, we'll go over the upcoming conventions that are coming up mostly in the tri-state area, right?
Definitely. We're going to focus on the tri-state area for all of our friends, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. Wherever you hail from in that area, we're going to talk about cons that are nearby or close to you.
And first on our list?
Star Trek Las Vegas in Las Vegas, Nevada in August of 2016. So one of the first local cons that I'm excited to talk about is Walker Stalker Con, which is going to be in Secaucus, New Jersey.
And to talk about that, we got to figure it out.
That is going to be December 4th through the 6th. Did I need to preface that as a spoiler alert in case people didn't want to know exactly when the convention was going to occur? So December 4th through the 6th, it's in Secaucus, New Jersey. They are having so many of the Walking Dead actors there that I actually could not list them all off for you. But
and if you're missing Glenn because you think he's dead, go to this.
you can go there and
You can
ask,
see
and he probably will not tell you. But all of your favorite characters are going to be there. All of your favorite characters, and if you like Glenn, if you like Herschel, if you like Daryl, if you want to see any of those folks, they're going to be there. Actually, one of the most interesting ones that I saw was that the actor that portrayed Sophia is going to be there. Daryl's daughter will be there.
Well, so much has happened since then. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Carol, I love her more and more. She is one of the strongest women on television right now. She just does what everybody else can't bring themselves to do, and I admire her for it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Great. So the Walker Stalker Con will be at the Meadowlands Exposition Center in Secaucus, New Jersey. Again, that's December 4th through the 6th. New York Wintercon, where we will be at.
It's a casino, so
It
you
is
have a good
pretty
time
cool.
even if you don't like the convention.
December 4th through 6th at the Resorts World Casino in Queens. They're going to have some Star Wars costuming groups. The Star Wars fan, New York Wintercon, you're definitely going to want to go to this one. Jeremy Bulloch, who played Boba Fett, is going to be there, so that's pretty exciting. I had the chance to meet him at LICon in 2012. Daniel Logan, who played the young Boba Fett in the Star Wars movies, will be there, as well as Taylor Gray, who is the voice of Ezra Bridges on Star Wars Rebels. So there are so many guests that I am actually just going to scroll through here some of the list of some of the great ones. We already talked about some of the Star Wars guests. Michael Biehn will be there. So if you've seen Aliens, if you've seen Terminator.
He was the love interest in Terminator 1. Oh, yes.
Spoiler alert.
He was great.
If any of you haven't seen the movie yet, it's been out for about 30 years. Star Trek fans, Nichelle Nichols will be there, which is pretty awesome. Also awesome, related to Star Trek, is, of course, George Takei's play Allegiance. If you haven't seen it, I haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
Do you like the Warriors? Because several cast members from the Warriors will be there. And this is actually one of my personal favorites. Steve Guttenberg from Police Academy will be there. King Kong Bundy, Tito Santana, and Santa Claus will be there as well. So there's going to be several cosplay groups there, and we love cosplay groups. The 501st Legion will be there. The Mandalorian Mercs, our friends at Empire Saber Guild, and they'll also be our friends from the New York Cosplayers Network. Can I talk to you privately? So getting to New York Wintercon, you can take the A train by subway. You can use the bus service. And there is also the Red Express, which is the complimentary shuttle of Resorts World Casino. They have several pickup points in Manhattan and Queens, and they bring you directly to the Resorts World Casino.
Nice. Easy.
There's a great bar in the casino where we'll be hanging out afterwards. Last year they had a great band, FDR Drive. Hopefully they'll be there this year. And it's a great place to hang out. So hopefully we'll see you at New York Wintercon. Obviously, one of the parts of conventions that we love is getting dressed up in costume. So what, if you can tell us, and if anyone did not want to know what costume Kira is wearing, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what costume will you be wearing at New York WinterCon?
I'm probably going to do Jadzia Dex from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yes, I love doing the spots,
So I don't know, so lately I've just actually felt really pulled to cosplay Star Wars as much as possible.
Gee,
just
I wonder why.
Excitement, pure excitement for the new movie.
Hypothetical question of the week. Ready?
And it's a hypothetical because it's based on fictional people.
Based on fictional people, and we have no expertise in this, and it's just our opinions, so. Alright, so the hypothetical question of the day is, if you were Maggie and Glenn, either party, from Walking Dead, would you choose to have a child? Would you, if you were Glenn?
If I was Glenn, not Maggie.
Well, you are more like Maggie, so let's go with Maggie.
Okay, I think that's an interesting question though.
Yes.
But you look at Judith, and would anyone say that Judith not being born would have been a good thing? Or has there been good things that have come of it?
Good things have come of it, but you got some people might not have died if she hadn't been there. She is a burden to carry, and she makes noise, which can attract
children are our future.
No, I understand that, but I'm just from a purely objectional point of view. A baby is a hindrance, especially if you're still pregnant with it. Like, you have a much higher chance of dying. So would you choose to have a kid?
So I'd say I'm divided. I'd say on the one hand I can see, I wouldn't want to bring a kid into a zombie apocalypse because there's just so many things that could go wrong. On the other hand, I would say that in an environment like that, you have to be able to live for something. There has to be something more than what you have every day, and maybe having a kid, maybe trying to have a family and all that chaos is what we keep for our humanity. So.
And it's how the human race is further.
Continues,
exactly.
Because we're short of you at this point in the story.
The Force will be with you, always.
Before we end, I just have to give credit to some people where credit's due. Our production manager, we just gave her that title. Great job, Kara. And then we also have to give a shout out to our friend Alex, who came up with the name CONtinuity. And that about wraps it up for the first episode of CONtinuity. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys tune in next time. It's going to be an undetermined date, right? Hopefully it'll be at least once a month.
Coming soon. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you have suggestions about things in the convention, in the costuming, or the video gaming world, definitely send us those comments, and we would be more than happy to look into including that in part of our next show.
Yes, because right now it's us-centric, and we want it to be you-centric, and we want to know what you guys want to hear about. So let us know in the comments, or we'll have a website up and running soon. We'll let you know when, but right now we have a Facebook page you guys can check out on Facebook, CONtinuity360, because continuity was taken. And yeah, so let us know on Facebook or in the comment section on iTunes.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, bye.
Ežem tave deja I, ežam sotas gospas skrarbaitik, epa žažla mos žaž push, žaž keles molon.
Wait, really loud now. It's really
And body position is everything here. So you need to angle yourself, and then I'm going to angle myself in here.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
No,
we
you
need
do
to
your
hire
lips.
somebody
All right.
professional. A break, and then I actually need to do some research because I don't know about these things. Pay me what you owe. 24601. What do we call this? What do we call this Hindenburg podcast?
Well, this
'Cause
is
that's
our
what's gonna
first
happen.
podcast. We're working out the kinks. No.
Maybe it's distracting.
No, stop. Stay.
This is the dividing line. This is the Maginot line. Can you feel the people sing? Which camera are we looking at first? Maybe we could maybe we could say everything together at the same time.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first
No, wait, we
episode.
gotta do it over again because I gave you side eye then.
No.
They're not even gonna watch this.
Yeah, they are.
She's not even watching it, and she's in the room. And I also wanted to thank a few people as well. Stacy in makeup, thank you very much, and Dan and Bill in props, greatly appreciate it. We also want to thank Siemens for providing us with the couch and furniture for this show.
Are you done?
And Sherman Williams, what you're looking at is taupe, and that is a new color release 2016. We got it a little bit early.